So today I am coming to you to do a halo eye. I promised some tutorials on how to do a cut crease. So I did a cut crease in my Juvia's Place eye, and I am going to be working with my Makeupgeek shadows that I recently got. I think I'm going to do something brown. So if you want to see how I do it and how I do a halo eye, keep watching. I'm going to start out with my P. Louise base, and I'm going in with a shader brush just to set that on my eye. And I am going to cover my entire eye with the P. Louise base. Now I may fast forward on the other eye, so pay attention on this one so the video won't be so long. I've already prepped and done my brows. And I will go ahead and put my base down for the other. And where I am going to bring my shadow down just a little bit, I am going to just dab on the edge of this. I'm not putting very much product on it, just dabbing the edges, and I am going to come right through here and just kind of bring that around the edge there. And I'll just go ahead and, if you are going to bring your shadows down to your under eye, putting just a small little spot here for the under eye will make the shadow show up as good as it does on the top. You'll have a little bit more pigment. So we are going to go in with, I don't know the names right now, and I don't want to pop them out as I go. I will tell them, I will link them below or something like that. So I'm going to go in with this brownish shader. And I am just going to cover my eye with this brown. And it's a very light brown. I will tell you from the one time that I have used these shadows, oh my goodness, where have I been forever with not knowing anything about Makeupgeek? Their shadows are amazing. So I'm just covering my eye, and I am going to leave that spot right there in the middle. I want to get a good color going up here at the top because that is going to be my transition shade. Now I am going to go in with another brush. I think I'm going to use my Moda brush, my favorite brush, my Moda. And I am going to go in with this dark, this is I think called Cherry Cola. I'm pretty sure on that one. I'm just going to dip in. And I am going to go in right here on the outer third corner. Just kind of build that up really good. Look how pigmented that is. And then I'm going to go in on the inner corner and do the same thing I just did on the outer corner, build that pigment up. And I am going in the shape of my socket, right here where my crease is. And I'm just dabbing that in, whatever was left on my brush, and kind of carrying that around to make my shape. And of course this will blow out just a little bit once I start to blend. Now I'm going to go in with my Moda brush, I think, or no, this is the crease. And I like this brush because I can put it several places on my eyes and do different blending with it. So what you want to do is you want to start out at the top here, and you want to just very, very lightly start blending the edge of that shadow. And I'm not going to go in with something to kind of help blend the top of that out just yet, because I need to smoke out this right here and blend this out. So I'm just blending back and forth and kind of coming down lower here to my under eye. And now I'm just going to start going around slowly, doing quick back and forth motions. And then I'm going to do the same thing here in the inner corner and just kind of blend out as I go around in the shape of the halo eye. I start out with that back and forth motion first, kind of light, because I'm still building up my shadow, because I will add another color to it. Okay. So now that is really good and blended out. I'm going to go back into that color with my Moda brush. And I'm just getting some on the tip of the brush. And I'm going to come down about right here. And I will build that up just a little bit more right here, and then add a little bit where I started on the outer corner and the inner corner. And now I will blend that out, but I'm going to pick up that first color on the edge of my brush, tap it, and now I'm just going to start going back and forth real lightly over that tip top of that cherry cola color. And now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to do the same motion that I did before. And now going in longer strokes, I'm going to blend that middle, my hood, my crease, bringing that color all the way around. So it's good and blended out and it's rounded. Okay, so now I'm going to dip into this shimmer or foil. This is a foiled shadow, so I'm going to dip into this. I'm just going to get a little, and I'm staying right here, right here. I'm not going to go above that color, the second color. I'm not going above that. But as you can see, where the light color is, that's where I'm going. The lighter of that color, and I'm just going to build that up. Where it's not as dark. And I am going in with a darker color. I want to concentrate that right around. That first dark shade that I put in. Just lightly patting that in. Now I'm going to change brushes, and I'm going to go in with this Jeffree Star. I think I used that first light shade with this brush. And I'm just going, because this has got a pointed brush, so point to it, so I want to stay detailed right here. I don't want to go out of this area right here. So I want a pointed brush that will help me blend that out. Sorry about that, my dogs are barking, the buses are running. Okay, and as you can see, I now have two colors. Well, I have three. I have my transition shade. I have this dark cherry cola, or maybe this is cherry cola. I'll let you know. So I have this color, and now I have this color. And I'm gonna go in with a duochrome right here. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to do the halo, do the halo, do the halo, do the halo. And I'm going to use my Jeffree Star cut crease brush, and I am just going to tap this on. And I am going to look up. Okay, as you can see, it left a little spot right there. So what I am going to do is I am going to tap. I'm not going to draw it, I'm going to tap it in that shape. And I am going to come over here and tap that right there where it, right beside of it, and just make it go all the way around. Because we will be going in just a little bit with some shadow on the edges to make it not so harsh on the lines, these lines here. And to make it more smoothed out, you can, if you want to, once you have your shape and things are good and blended, you can, you know, go along the bottom if you want to. It's all on what you want to do. I try not to do that because I don't want to go out of my area and mess it up. So now what I'm going to do, we have a halo eye. I am going to take my fingers and I am going to press in on the edges, right on each side, so it's not as harsh. And always use your ring finger, please. The tip of your ring finger. That finger is not as used as much, so it makes it a little bit easier on the eye. So now we're going to go back in with that first brown shade, which is this one right here. And I will swipe my brush and my switcher, and I'm just going to pick up some right here. And I'm going to deepen this up right here on the edges. And now I'm going to go back in with that second dark shade, the foiled shade. But I want to make a line, and I will go right above this brown with that foiled shade, just like I did building them up. Just touch the tips, the tops. Now I'm going to go in with this one, the foiled one, and I'm going to just tap it, tap, 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 tap. Give it a little tap, tap, tap. Give it a little tap, tap, tappity tap, tap. Now, as you can see, the upper area is more open, so it's kind of going out like that, and that's a halo eye or spotlight, whatever people want to call them, but I'm not finished with it, but it's starting to take the shape of a halo eye. But I wanted to get some of this color on, so I am not going to actually blend this. I'm going to tap it. I don't want to go over my concealer or eye primer, so I'm just going to tap it till it's blended. I'm going to do the same on the inner eye. You might want to get you a smaller brush. I'm just going to keep using this one. But I am going to go in with this Morphe E36, and I'm just going to tap just a little bit on the tip of that. And right here, there is a line. You can see this foiled shadow there's a line right above that. So I'm just going to take my brush and lightly buff that and deepen it. And with these shadows, they are so freaking pigmented. You do not have to dig your brush in. You just have to tap, tap, tap. Okay, so that'll be good for right now. Now I'm going to go into this green duochrome right here. And I'm going to find a shader brush that I love. And this is Shop Miss A in F16. It's amazing. I love this brush. So I'm going to pick up some of the color, and I am going to start here at the top. And I'm just going to be stamping that in the shape of our eye primer. I don't know why I want to say concealer. And I'm not going to dip back into it because it's very pigmented. Well, maybe just a little. Now this duochrome is got a brown change in it. That's why I put the green on, because it really looks brown, like a different color brown. Okay, so now that I have that on, I'm going to dip into with some of the duochrome, different shade, and I'm just going to start tapping it, starting at the bottom. I'm trying to change that green. This isn't normally how I would do it, but I kind of messed it up and put that green on there, thinking that it would, but it didn't. So we are going to improvise. But look at the color. You can see the foiled shadow underneath where I had put it in. So it's kind of foiled, then it has the brown, It has a little bit of the green still, but then I went in with the yellow duochrome. It's very, very light yellow. And I'm going to bring this around right through here. I know it's not making a whole lot of sense to you, but wait till the end, please. Okay, so now I'm going to go over and do the other side, and I will be back. Okay guys, and I am back. This is the finished look. Like I said in the beginning, this is just my way of doing a halo eye. I did say that mine aren't always even, and you can see that they're not. That's something that I still have to practice on, but I hope this video was explained good enough for you to maybe start to attempt to do your first halo eye or your first cut crease. If there's any other looks that you want to see as far as the cut crease, please let me know. Everything will be linked below that I used special in this video. I am wearing Midas lashes in Allure. I really love these lashes. They are gorgeous. And what I ended up doing at the end of my eye look, I did put on my eyeliner and concealed, foundation, everything, did a full face, and then I went in with this first shade and I just tapped that over top of both that I had already done, and that's basically all I did to the eye look. I did a little bit of highlight on the brow bone, highlight using Gerard on the face, and bronze. My lip is Coven Cosmetics and Gerard Cosmetics Bear It All in the middle. So I did a ombre lip. So I really hope that this helped you. If it did, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. You know, the more you comment, the better off it is. If you just leave one comment, it helps the video so much, and I really want to grow here on YouTube doing videos like this to help others to understand how it even begins, because I know when I first started out, I didn't know what I was doing as far as the cut creases and things like that. I'd never done anything like that before. So everybody's got to start somewhere. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a beat. And I will see you in the next one. Stay blessed.